or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Here he comes from it. A good job bobbing and weaving it. Finding a little bit of running room on that return. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth. Some 8 is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. Ernie on the Jets. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show him, the defense, that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in a football game.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. He's looking deep. Got it! Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored the touchdown. That was big time.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state, and bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun to give, looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
And the Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Fires to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody at the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Clemson will send the punt team out. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Gamecocks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And a really nice job understanding, I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field. In the end zone, touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Klubnik. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Punt is in the air. Here's the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. The give to the tailback. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes in the 39.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The short hands, it's Brown. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Clemson, 0.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. He's going to run it. He's loose. Oh, what a cut. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense.
We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome to MetLife Stadium, home of the Giants and the Jets in East Rutherford, New Jersey. As we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a whole... Room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll go to the ground. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Sayed. Fires to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Tate. Still on his feet at the 45. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass play.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State in the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. Can't get him to the ground. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Looking for a man. It's Sayed. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And Good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the big fella. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chain.
And his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Fires into the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harvard. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Rushes on him. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye team.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it. Recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
Ohio State 7, South Carolina 0.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Scrambling away. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. This time he's got his man. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. Snagged out of the air. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it to clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been caught the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got it on the outside. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Harbor. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Sellers. Buys a little extra time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Using the quick game. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Gonna take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
The Gamecocks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Snagged in the middle, it's Bennett. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell the people
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
That getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch and stride inside the 15. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Sneak scores it.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Downs. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Dropping back, it's Sayed. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second down, he'll throw it. He'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. It's a seam wide open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and
it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to take off. Powers through the defender.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Makes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Grab near the marker, it's Bennett. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they... First down at the 38.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. To do that, big third down conversion by this offense.
Push down for the tackle. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man. It's Harbor. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The Gamecocks are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That's reeled in. It's Brown. It's a running room. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Might be looking to run. Complete downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal with the Saints.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
A lot of times Sometimes when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. They'll try to pass their way in. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out of the 26 with a 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. To throw, it's Sayin. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Pulled down for the tackle. And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
To the air, it's Sayin. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period.
South Carolina, 21. Ohio State, 14.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Trying to pick it up on the ground. 45 on its way. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
And it's so hard to defend both. You know that. What's covered through all the run, put more people in the box to stop the run. When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Now from inside the red zone. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Here's a heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
One guy up front loses his focus, and it leads to that sack. And it's unfortunate because they had all 11 guys on the same page. These last 2 drives, obviously scoring a touchdown, the last timeout, and really doing a nice job even on this drive of moving the football. And then it comes to that one critical 3rd down, one guy not doing what he's supposed to do, and now you're set up in 4th and long, and it looks like they're going to have to punt.
The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
South Carolina.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He'll start this drive firing. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, the quarterback was in the pocket surveying the field. Looked like he was trying to take a shot down the sideline, but just bad accuracy on the throw. It sails way out of bounds for the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He'll pull it down. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Sellers. With the catch, it's Bennett. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Man, you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. From the gun, looking for a man. It's complete to the left. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running in between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. Going to the running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
You got to call the game to win it right now. Less than a minute to go. A field goal is going to do it for you. Every time you drop back and throw the ball, you're risking taking a sack. So if you're going to throw it, the ball's got to come out quickly. But I think at this juncture, you'd love to be able to run and give your field goal kicker a chance.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Dances away to buy time. Turning it on. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
He hit that one right down the middle. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quick strike complete. Across the 40 out of bounds and the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to MetLife Stadium, home of the Giants and the Jets in East Rutherford, New Jersey, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll give it to the back. Picks up the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And a really nice setup here to take a shot if they want. 3 receivers to the right. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense in an empty set. To the air, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Got his man on the right. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Motion from the wideout. He's looking to throw on third and short. Oh, they're after him! And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, and goes and makes the INT.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Manning. Got the back over the middle. Shakes off the defender. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And a great job on the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll do it himself. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They've been dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
South Carolina, 0.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Defense in press coverage. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. They go to the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. himself. There he goes. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Harbor. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield. It's Sellers. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just
triggered players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Wide open spaces. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Throwing right. It's complete.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Q did a great job there with the play action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into him.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well, then I'd give back that last score. Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Scanning the field. It's Manning. Forced out of the pocket. trying to make magic on the scramble. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Corners are going to bail. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Oh, out of space. There he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Gamecocks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. starts the drive trying to go up top. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they need.
And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now. You're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Hunt is on its way. And a precision punt there will pin the deep inside their own 10-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quick handoff. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Ernie on the Jets. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
You're down. Obviously, the half you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He might want another play. To the air, it's Sellers. Got his man. Past the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game.
I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. Ripping off the huge gain 17-yard line. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Might as well stick with it. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Gamecocks in the hurry-up. Off play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the comeback is on.
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone, but he was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down inbounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The sure hands, it's Moore. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The lone back's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Longhorns have this offense rolling. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe of the 49.
And man, this defense at it again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced third and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They kick it away on fourth down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Play action on first down. Fires to the right. He's caught. He's loose. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He slings it deep to the left. Got his man downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. So first down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback adapted. Buys a little time. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job on this defense making them think really quickly and make a decision.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the RPO, complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already...
The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Baxter. It's a seam wide open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10. He lost one down the sideline. He's got it. Touchdown, Texas! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He rifles one deep to the left. Makes a grab for a big play. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Used the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps him. He's trying to throw. Nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's caught. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Touchdown, Gamecock! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Tie with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. A fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. He's got the tight end. It's a running room. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Man, we've got a back-and-forth battle going here late in the game. 4th quarter, offense hits an explosive play. The defense comes right back, though, and gets the sack.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
The Longhorns need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. And the Longhorns are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Biggest drive of the game right here as we get close to the end of regulation. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Pulls it in. It's Herbert. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking downfield on first down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. Just picked up 3 yards, but he did get out of bounds to try to save every precious second. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Manning. Looking down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. Number 1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent. And this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were number 1, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season. And you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't happen again.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
10.